Hey, these aren't that chubby. I mean, for my body.
We do a clap.
We are live.
Tell
We
you
are
what,
live,
if you look at
America.
me from the ankles down, I look completely in shape.
We're talking.
Skinny ankles, skinny feet. I got the feet of a
We're talking Thor.
210-pound.
Like my toes are ripped.
Oh yeah.
We're talking Kal-El.
I mean, complete. Just fit.
We're talking.
Could be a foot model. if I shave my toe knuckles.
And the gummy has not kicked in yet, America.
That's true.
It is a wet my whistle weed Wednesday. Look who is back in the gig.
Fucking
The
travel
Law
man.
Dog, back from his worldly travels.
Amerigo Vespucci.
Literally, he's become Clark W. Griswold, going everywhere, doing everything.
Literally.
And being smart about it, no evidence. The Redoubtable one, the High Question one, and Derek 2.0 is in the hizzy. We have a lot
We got a live audience
for
today.
IDD. Segment 1, NFL recap. Look, I don't know how much longer this guy is going to last, but conventional wisdom tells me that the Dolphins are too stupid to make a change. But we're going to hear Law Dog
Coach
out because
Capri.
apparently he has an epic take on this. So we're going to dive right into that. We'll get to these idiots, not him, but that idiot team that pulled the Patriots on him on Sunday. And then we'll get into what the Patriots did Sunday night. But we're going to start with the bad news. Or is it good news?
No, it's just it's obvious and completely identifiable when you're in person. You know, so I haven't had a chance to watch a whole Dolphins game this season, right? I mean, and they've beaten no one. They beat the Jets, right? So
No.
By the skin of their nails.
So we'll out of respect.
By the hairs on their
Out of respect.
Or the pubic hairs.
We are drinking out of the Carolina Panthers cup.
That's a
today.
nice cup.
That is
It is
nice up.
because honestly, they should have never won that football game on Sunday. But anyway,
Don't look now. The Panthers have 2 wins.
the Panthers have 2 wins,
Panthers
right?
have 2
And odd wins too. And I
They
will
shut
say,
out the Falcons.
which is super weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
30 to nothing.
30 to nothing.
That was a super-
They
super
bent the
weird
Falcons
game.
over. I mean,
So we take Broderick. This is his first NFL game he goes to, right?
Yep.
And the reason we picked the Panthers were twofold. One, it's a 4-hour drive.
sure.
And
It's
it's a
a win.
winnable game.
It's a win.
You
It's
know,
a
right?
win.
It's a winnable game.
It's a
right?
winnable game.
So we get there, and I'll shout
We
out.
all picked them, right? We all picked the
Shout
Dolphins.
out to the Panthers Stadium. If you guys haven't been to Bank of America Stadium, nice stadium.
Is
I
it?
mean, fans were pretty cordial. All 27 that were there.
Was it empty?
It was. I'm going to be modest here. 70% Dolphins fans. You would have thought it was Hard Rock.
How
Yep.
full was it though?
It was pretty full.
It was
I mean,
pretty full.
I would say 85%.
It's still the
full.
South and it's still football.
Tickets cheap.
Yeah, I thought we paid a little bit more to sit in the second level,
Yeah.
row 2 of the second level, and our perspective, my pictures didn't do it justice. They were excellent.
Yeah, the
seats.
pictures always make it look
Corner,
Yeah.
like I could see all the field goals, you know, and when
Nice.
So we get in the game,
Good
and
experience,
so
though.
we've got the food's not expensive, we got good parking, everything's going right. Dolphins go up 17-0. I
Yes.
mean, they're running down the
Yeah.
field. Darren Waller has been a great addition to this team. I wasn't sure what to expect. You know, I thought the guy was on the couch for forever, right? Comes
Well,
back.
He was with the Giants doing absolutely jack shit.
Right.
Then he retired and we traded him.
And then there's the Tyreek gets injured the week before. So what's this offense going to look like, right?
Yeah.
They come out at 17-0, right? All of a sudden you go to half. I think it was 17-7, and then they come out and score. They get a field goal and another field goal. It's 17-13, and I look at him, and what did I say? Or does our guest? I said this. I go, I feel loafy brewing because we've seen enough of these games.
Wait, did he make the actual?
He did.
Did he?
I go, I just have it just feels like.
Did he do the fresh and steamy right out of the oven?
So
So the bubble got started.
So I was like,
Oh, yeah.
this just feels like they couldn't do anything in the second half. So here's where the problem therein lies. It's easy to say, oh, McDaniel sucks, or he's only an offensive coordinator, or Tua's not good. That's not the problem at all. The big problem is the trenches. There's no offensive line. So I'm watching Tua, I'm diving in, really kind of, because I got my phone, I'm taking videos and pictures, and I'm watching. If his first option ain't open, it's literally that. It's literally, my option's not open, boom. He's real quick with it.
Because he has pressure or because he's
Oh, absolutely. They can't protect anybody. We don't have Raheem Mostert or a guy that can go up the gut anymore. So what they're
Where did
doing,
Mostert go?
did he go back to San Francisco?
He's on
No,
another
he's
team.
somewhere
He's
else.
on.
He's like a random ass team.
Yeah.
I saw.
Yeah, like with
Yeah.
the Seahawks or something,
Yeah,
or something
something
like
like
that. Yeah, I
that,
can't
yeah.
remember where Mostert went.
Yeah.
But, he was older and he was commanded a pretty big contract, but he was the between the tackles guy, and you had Achane going to the outside.
Yeah.
He was a good mix.
Yeah.
Well, now you got two of those guys. Ollie Gordon gets the ball. They can't block. He can't go anywhere. So what they started doing was they became more horizontal. They would run these sweeps, but everybody in the NFL is fast on defense. It don't matter. They can't outrun it. So what do you do after that? You got to throw deep, and they didn't do a lot of that until Carolina got the ball, score a touch. They go up 20-17. What happens? Lo and behold, you get a 50-yard bomb to Waddle.
Yeah.
Good for my fantasy team, right?
Absolutely.
And I go, yeah. Where's that? You went away from Waller. That was great. So now we're up. Rico Dowdle looked like the second coming of Adrian Peterson. Now let me tell you something. You probably didn't see on TV, and if you were watching Red Zone, they're probably not reporting this. Dowdle got hurt early. It was his left knee, and he was hobbling off to the sideline.
Uh-huh.
This is why when he break these runs, he'd get caught from behind because he's basically hobbling, walking.
Did he run for 220?
228.
With a bad knee?
With a bad knee.
And they lost?
No defensive line, no offensive line.
he's on the Panthers.
Now, I will say this.
That's why they lost.
Yeah.
thought he was off.
Chuba Hubbard was injured.
Yeah.
That's Chuba Hubbard's backup. Chuba Hubbard was huge for me last year in fantasy, by the way. He was one of the reasons I got to the finals. He was awesome.
Yeah. So I got to
he's
pull
the
this up.
backup? Damn.
So here's Tua's numbers without Tyreek: 261, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers, 122 passer rating, touchdown to take the lead with 4 minutes left.
What was the how many pass attempts versus completions?
I'd have to look that up.
Right.
But I would say I saw him throw. There was a pass he threw to Alex Ingold early in the game. He caught it, and he literally had 60 yards and no defense in front of him, and he dropped it. That would have been 24-0.
He dropped it.
Just dropped it. You can go back and look. It was egregious. Then there was another one that Waddle dropped. Like it was like right in their hands. He just dropped it. He made one bad pass in the fourth quarter. He missed Waddle over the middle, and he was right in the pocket, and it would have been a first down. And it was about 2 minutes left where they had to punt. Our studio guests will appreciate this. At halftime, I go, man, one penalty for five yards. In the second half, they had 9.
So you jinxed it.
Well, no, there was a point where, listen, man, it was flag, and then there was another flag, and it was like, come on. I mean,
They
it
had
was,
9
Was
penalties
that
in one
third
half.
quarter? 17
Fourth
flags
quarter,
seemed like.
it was bad. It was like, come on. Like, now they're calling stuff that they weren't calling. I thought, listen, it was pass interference on the third down play, right? That Carolina had the ball, and they had to give it back to us. We would have probably tried to play for a field goal. We, the Dolphins. But they called pass interference, and I remember, I can't remember his name, 28 was like, come on, like to the ref, like, are you kidding me? Like, you called it. It could go either way.
By the book, it was pass interference.
By the book, it was pass interference, but in that moment, it's like,
Right, let it
I
go.
don't know, it's like kind of like you're fussing with each other.
Yeah.
So I immediately thought they got to fire somebody, and if you're going to fire anybody, you got to fire your defensive coordinator, you got to fire your line coach. You can't have Chop Robinson and Chubb on the ends and Sealer. I mean,
You're giving up 220
and
to
you're
a
giving
hurt
up
running back?
Exactly. That's where it started. I get the offensive line thing. I get, hey man, you don't really have it.
All right, well, here's
That's a bad draft. That's probably on Greer.
All right, well, here's the problem.
Yeah.
You guys were up 17-0.
Spotted him 17.
All right, hold on a second.
Spotted him 17.
Here's my issue.
Yep.
And this drives me crazy. This isn't the first team that did this.
Been a lot of comebacks this year.
But here's why. You guys ran the ball 14 fucking times.
Yeah.
In the whole fucking game.
Yeah.
And you were up 17-0.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's fireable. I don't want to hear about how bad the offensive line is. If you're up 17-0, okay, the reason they can't protect this guy is
Yeah.
because they don't even have the threat of a run.
Correct.
And that's
correct.
the problem, because I don't care if it's 3 yards in a cloud of dust. The magic number is, for me anyway, balance-wise, if most NFL teams have between 55 and 60 plays a game on average.
Yep.
The magic number is 25.
For runs.
You've got to have a
Yep.
minimum of 25 rushing attempts. I don't care if you rush 25 times for 71 yards. If you rush the ball 25 times, though, you keep the defense honest and you prevent them from pinning their ears back and killing your concussion-prone
Yep.
quarterback. Now, Tua was 27 for 36. He was not the problem.
No.
Okay, he hit 6 different receivers. He
Yep.
was only sacked 3 times, given the line stinks. But
Yep.
14 rushing attempts for 19 yards.
Yeah.
And
And-
you were
and-
ahead.
and I'd say 10 of those-
14 for 19 is
10 of those-
embarrassingly bad.
10 of those were outside, were for maybe a yard or 2.
That's
And 10 of them were
embarrassing.
probably in the first half.
Maybe.
Maybe they scored quick. Well, you got to remember there were two turnovers right away. They had defense got an interception early, and they got and Bryce Young got scared and then just dropped the ball, and there was a fumble.
Do
So
you think he is Jackson Dart?
the second half, Bryce Young looked pretty good.
Actually,
He
I'll
made
tell
a
you,
few.
Jackson Sharp.
He made a few throws that I was like, okay, that's Alabama Bryce right there. Like, I mean, they really threw a lot to their rookie McMillan.
Dude, they ran 32 times. 32 times they passed 30. That's balanced.
Yeah.
They ran, and they were down 17-0.
Yep.
They ran 32 times for 239 yards, 7.5 yards
A carry. Well, 2 big runs.
Yeah.
We're talking about 6 yards. And I said to him and a couple of Dolphin fans that were sitting next to me, like, well, I guess all they got to do is just run the football, and they'll get down. I mean, that's all they got to really do against us. And then most Dolphin fans, I mean, it was let's go Dolphins. I mean, you heard it sounded like a home game. I still thought after once we had hit Waddle, I'm like, it's a wrap. We got it.
Yeah.
There's 4 minutes left. They're not going to come down, and then Dowdle got another big run, and it was just.
Did they set up a field goal at the end, or how'd they win at the end?
Well, we were up 24-20, and then they scored a
Oh,
touchdown.
they scored a touchdown.
So 27-24. So I'm like, cool, we'll get the ball back, and then we got the ball back with like 3 something.
You actually won the turnover battle too.
I know.
You were +2.
Listen. I'm
That's a
telling you,
shit. That's a shit loss.
that's a shit loss. Yeah. And so
Yeah.
when I see that, I go, if you're losing games like that, you ain't gonna win more than 7 games.
No.
I said 10
You
and
can't
7.
make
You're
the
gonna be
playoffs
7 and
losing
10.
games like that.
No.
You're not making the playoffs.
No, they're not making the playoffs. Not without some major swing. So there's two ways they can go about this. They could let McDaniel, Stephen Ross probably gonna let McDaniel play out the rest or coach the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And likely if he goes, Greer will go, and then you either break it all down, or you go to work right now and go, okay, here's where we have some identifiable problems. Why haven't we contacted Christian Watkins? Why haven't we gone out and these guys are sitting on the couch? If you're not,
Who's that? The Green Bay receiver?
no, that's Christian
Watson.
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 I'm just like,
Who's Watkins?
So you
Watkins
think-
is a defensive, D-tackle, yeah. Somebody,
So-
so unless you're gonna fix this problem now and go out in free agency and say,
But hold on, is this let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is this so you think this is more of a front office problem than a coaching problem?
Personnel.
Personnel?
oh yeah, I think Chris Greer hasn't had a playoff win in 10 years as the GM.
And
So
he's
what does that
got
tell you?
10 years.
And he's got 10 years in.
That's pretty bad.
So
Given
knew-
some of the talent
yeah.
that's rolled through there.
Right. Yeah, it's not Tyreek. Like
No.
I kept saying,
But roster-wise,
You had-
they've had talent for
Yeah.
10
They
you
had-
had
they had
Tyreek
talent.
this whole year until this last game.
Yeah.
And that offense still didn't look like it did in 22 or 23 because you
But
don't
doesn't that
have
mean coaching or no?
you don't have the running back anymore. You don't have a guy. Ollie Gordon's not the guy that's going to go through the middle, and neither is Achane. He never.
I've
was.
never even heard of Ollie Gordon.
Ollie Gordon III played at Oklahoma State. Like,
Okay.
yep. So, or I think so. Or, yeah, but anyway,
Brian had him in fantasy and he got a -0.2.
yeah. No, man.
Brian set a record. He had his 2 running backs got a -0.2.
It's hard to find running backs in this league, but you know why? Because this is where DJ fucked up. He made it a running back league, and this is why I got mad at him, because the position that gets injured the most
Yeah.
is running back.
Yep.
So why would you make it a running back driven league? That's why I never understood it. To me, it should be a receiver or quarterback driven league, because at least with receivers, there's an abundance of them out there.
But what do you mean he made every
The
fantasy
running
team
backs-
has 2 running backs?
No, but the point is that the running backs can score the most points because of running yards, and rushing touchdowns mean more than passing touchdowns.
Yep.
So it's a running back league. That's the problem. And there's not enough running backs to go around because they keep getting hurt, because that's what happens. They take the most hits.
Sorry, to
I have this
interrupt.
weird.
Yankees loaded the bases, bottom of the 8th, tying run at the plate, fly out.
Beautiful.
The,
And we'll stay with you through all that. By the way, quick before we switch to his misery, the Boston Bruins are 1-0, 3-1 win over the Caps up in DC tonight. Pasternak a goal and assist. Mr. Swayman, 33 saves. Booyah. Out of the gate, not bad. I just want to say that to the guys. Say, you never mentioned the Bruins. There, I mentioned the Bruins. I shut the fuck up.
Before anybody falls asleep, we'll stop talking about hockey.
Yeah. You know what? You really want to wake up? Let's talk about the Giants. Because that won't put you to sleep at all.
Lots of-
What is it? What is
let's
wrong
see.
with New York football, man? It's wild.
Well-
New York sports.
Well, the
At least
Yankees
the
are
Knicks
the
were
playoffs.
okay.
Oh, the
Knicks are going to be
The
good.
Yankees are about to choke on their penises.
They're playing a
The
better
Knicks are our only hope.
Rangers and Islanders, but you don't care because
Don't care.
you're not a hockey
Okay,
guy.
because it's
Rangers are
good.
frauds.
I understand.
What about the Islanders? Pretty good.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know about the Rangers either.
Anyway, the point is, Jackson Sharp showed up on Sunday.
Well, first it was Jackson Fart, and then it became Jackson Sharp.
Well, usually a fart leads to a sharp.
No.
Yeah.
Usually?
Usually.
Dude, I fart 100 times a day.
Dude, John Gruden
Yeah,
gave
but
him
you're a
so much.
seasoned vet.
That's true.
His snap
You know,
count
you know
thing,
when
have you seen
you
that
know
with
the
John
difference.
Gruden?
You know internally because you're a grizzled veteran the difference between a fart and a shark.
Okay, you make it to the NFL, you should know the difference between a fart and a shark.
Speaking of
You
John
don't do a lot of
Gruden, I
sharp.
think that's who
Oh, you don't
Miami
get that.
might go get.
Guys at Charlotte don't
In
get
the,
that.
I mean, they need a guy there to come in
Dude,
and
John
talk shit.
Gruden's been bullshitting with the guys from Barstool Sports for the past 2 years.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, he was on the Raiders. I mean, he's still. I think he still can coach, but
Chucky? Yeah, Chucky.
Chucky.
So the
Speaking of
Giants,
that.
So anyway,
the Giants very predictably turned into the Giants again.
5 turnovers was predictable.
No, 5 turners in a row. Not just 5 turns. Do you realize?
Is that predictable?
Do you realize it was 5 straight possessions?
No. I was watching the Patriots.
5 turnovers.
Actually, I
No,
wasn't.
the
I was
Patriots
watching.
were up.
There, it's, I was watching. I was watching
You're probably
something else.
watching Dallas versus Jets because Pete was here.
No, he fell asleep on the couch.
I
was watching.
I thought you must have fell asleep because I was texting you.
I was watching.
You didn't respond
I
until
was
like
watching.
9 p.m.
I was watching Denver Philly. That one.
That was a good one.
Because I had picked the Denver.
The Giants shit themselves. Okay,
Got 5 turnovers. They should.
They came out and they scored on their first 2 drives.
Yeah,
I
they
think
look good.
I think it had been 6 years since they'd done that.
Yeah, they look good.
They were in control. They held them to 2 field goals. Then their defense gave up, I don't know, a 60 or 70-yard touchdown.
Yep.
And when, what's the kid's name? Spencer Rattler?
yeah, Spencer
quarterback,
Rattler.
right?
You can't get diced
Another
up.
Oklahoma quarterback
You
that's
cannot
playing.
get diced up by Spencer Rattler.
No, that's.
And their defense didn't touch him.
Yeah, I mean.
You know, you can look at all the stats. Oh, the Giants lead the league in pressures. Did they ever sack anybody?
Yeah, because there's pressures and there's sacks.
Abdul Carter, the best prospect since Lawrence fucking Taylor, asking Lawrence Taylor for his number. I haven't seen him breathe on a quarterback yet.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. We picked you with the 3rd pick. You were supposed to be a generational talent. They never call your name in the game. Ever.
But is that just him, or are they not scheming to set him up?
Fuck that. You're generational talent. You need a scheme?
Really?
Get past the
All
fucking
right, all right,
O-line.
hold on. Slow your roll. Here's the problem.
No.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
you
Hold on.
got
No,
Dexter
no,
Lawrence
no,
in the
Mister.
middle.
I don't
He
remember
gets-
Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor rarely lined up in the same place twice. They moved him all over the place.
Yes, and so does Abdul.
So they are scheming him up.
And I don't know.
Well, if they're moving him around.
My point is this. You have Dexter Lawrence in the middle who always commands a double team. You have Brian Burns on one side who you're probably double teaming. I'm sorry, Abdul Carter, do your fucking job.
Yeah.
You guys ran for $140
Wandale,
something.
what's his
Dude,
name? Robinson.
You can't look at the numbers. 5 straight turnovers. That's really what killed them.
No, that is the game.
But also,
You actually had you had the time of possessions advantage too by 3 minutes.
Neighbors
Yeah.
got hurt, or is he still playing? He
No,
got
Neighbors tore his ACL. He's done.
He's done for the year, right?
But hold on, here's the problem.
That's
But-
where
but hold on.
now Darius Slayton awful. Dropped the
Wandale's
bomb.
not getting, because I had him on my team, my fantasy team, and I was like, oh man, he's getting a lot of catches.
He's
but
good as a 2 or 3.
He is great. Yeah.
But
he's
now
Dude, but he's-
you got Jackson Dart with basically 2 tight ends to throw to.
Yeah.
And like some okay receivers.
Slayton's out.
Tyrone's out too. Tyrone Tracy.
Wandale's
Barry
still there,
Schiller.
right?
Wandale's
still
there. But he's he's a slot guy.
Yeah.
If he's the only guy you have to
worry about.
Slot
it.
guys are
about-
great when Russell Wilson was in there. Like he's outstanding.
well, slot guys are great when you have a wideout that fucking
yeah.
can pull guys
Take
deep,
the top
you know?
off the
Yeah.
defense.
Sure.
He's got 2 guys have to account for neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
So this is going to
So-
be tough for Dart. Like, I mean, look, I'm not completely down on them. Dart fumbled, Scattaboo fumbled, 2 rookies right in a row.
Yeah.
Slayton fumbled. That one's harder to live with, just
Sure.
because he's a
He's
veteran.
a veteran.
But all right, I mean.
Now, here's
and
my
then-
question
and
to
then
you.
Dart threw 2 picks after that.
When these
Right.
turnovers happened, do you remember where generally they were on the field? Were they in their territory? Were they in their own territory? Where did a lot of these turnovers? Were they?
So the Scattaboo turnover was in the red zone.
For you going to score?
Yeah, we were about to score.
That's a fact.
And look, I
That's a
love
fact.
him, and
Yeah.
and part of it is his mentality.
Yeah.
He's always fighting for yards.
Yeah.
But when you hit the line, you get. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and he usually does that.
Yeah.
He does this and he lowers
Well,
his
if
head.
Derrick Henry can fumble 3 games in a row,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get on.
Well, that's
Well,
what
I'm
I'm
sure
saying.
it's still
That's
passing.
what I'm saying. And the dart one was silly too. He was running out to the
Nobody
left.
touched him. He just dropped the
Well,
ball.
he hit his leg.
That's yeah. He
And
was
it's
like
like
because
you
he's
don't-
holding it like a loaf of
you
bread.
don't run with
like a
the football-
loafie.
You don't run with the football like this.
You don't run with it like it's a fresh loafie out of the
The
oven.
other thing was he had 2 linemen converging on him. Just fucking throw the ball out of
Throw it away.
bounds.
Yeah,
But he's a rookie,
rookies do that.
so
I would say, and here's the thing, and this is why, if your offense turns the ball over 5 times, the defense to me gets a pass, because you're just constantly setting them up for failure. Even if, and honestly, the red zone ones are even worse because that's a backbreaker.
Well, the Skadoo one, not only was it in the red zone, they picked it up and scored.
All right, that's not even on the defense. So
Yeah.
the defense technically gave up 19 points because that's 26.
Right.
there.
But come on, you've got to get to the quarterback. It's the Saints.
I'm not saying you can't get to the quarterback. I'm saying that's still 4 turnovers.
No, without a doubt, this game was on the offense.
Yeah, this game's on the offense because if you just take care of the ball, I don't believe.
Yeah,
And
they
again,
would've won the game.
the Saints' offense scored 19 points. They got 1 touchdown off the defense. If you're holding an opponent below 20 points on the road, okay, you could get more pressure, but that didn't kill you. The offense killed you. 5 turnovers will kill any defense in the history of football.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
care
right.
who it is.
Yeah, you're not going to win.
You're not going to win a game if your offense
And
is
your defense got 0.
got 0. Okay, so it's not. This is the thing. They had more total yards, 1 time possession. You had more first downs. That's where it was. That's a loaf job.
We dominated the game and shoot ourselves.
That's the definition of a loaf. The Patriots did the same thing. Pittsburgh, they outgained them by 160 yards. Had a 7-minute time of possession. Lost the turnover battle. It was 5-1. That was the game, and that's exactly what happened to them on Sunday. And it sucks because that is a team they should have beaten, and they got in their own way.
And look, I know I said bye-bye Dable. That game's not on Dable. I mean,
you can't pin 5 turnovers.
NFL players know how to hold on to the ball.
They're supposed to.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're supposed to.
like,
At some point, you got to blame the players.
yeah, that's
the
on
players.
them.
That's the players.
And Jackson Dart throwing 2 picks because now he's trying to come back from 3 turnovers. That's typical rookie bullshit. Like
Yeah. Yeah, I
that
wouldn't-
we're going to deal with no matter what's going on.
Yeah, I wouldn't kill Dayball, believe
So,
me, for that one.
I mean,
A lot of things went wrong
yeah, it was bad.
that a rookie's is gonna have a hard time overcoming because he thinks he has to do more than he has to do. And that, by the way, that's one of the things you love about the kid because he wants to do that,
Right.
but he's got to
That's
control
also
it.
why he's going to do some good stuff.
Yeah,
too.
well, exactly. He's got to control it. And Josh Allen went through this. Drake May went through it last year. I mean, this is the thing. Don't lose the game.
Yeah.
Don't make because the quarterbacks can lose the game more than they can win it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't believe me? Look Monday night at Patrick Mahomes in the red zone. That fucking one he threw. That
was a good defensive
that was a
play,
great
though.
defensive play. Jacksonville's got a hell of a
They
defense.
they
don't
they
yeah.
baited him.
Yeah, they made him. And
Did you
that
see
kid
that?
who made the run back, he's up for defensive player of the year. That kid's everywhere.
How many picks does he have?
He's got 4 already.
And
he
is he a
also,
linebacker?
He's a linebacker who rushes the. This kid is everything. Jacksonville has a stellar defense. And Sunshine,
He tried to lose it.
those still stupid, but he also made those throws.
Oh my god.
He threw some donuts.
Dude, every time we sent a text that said, "What the fuck is Sunshine?"
He would throw
doing?"
a dime.
and we'd be
He
like,
threw
okay.
a seed. He just like,
Yeah.
Dude, the one he threw across the field on the out was an even better throw. The cornerback is right there. He throws it right. It was a rope right into the guy. I'm like, that you can't make that.
That's why he's still in the league.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he's
then
still a starting quarterback. Like,
Well-
people hate on him. I'm like,
well, he-
Well, because of the game, the bad games he's had have been really
bad. Yeah.
But man, when you see him make a throw like that, you understand why a
You're not
GM
scared either. He'll run.
goes, Yeah,
He ain't sliding.
I got news. Trevor
no,
Lawrence,
he's tough.
but despite
tough.
some of the stupid things he did a lot of great things in
Yeah.
that game. That last play where the lineman steps on his foot and he goes down, you're like, he's done. And he goes down again, and he gets up and ends up.
Dude, when he tried to get up,
He
and
felt
just
yeah.
he was like, oh.
Yeah.
You could tell it was like,
he's
man.
not getting up.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you see the replay of Chris Jones on that play?
Yeah,
Standing there,
yeah.
just watching.
Just watch.
Just watching.
Yeah, the Chiefs are not the Chiefs.
Like I don't know if he thought somebody was going to touch him, but
Maybe he thought he was
I mean,
down or
one
something.
lineman got pancaked,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
and that's why he was able to get up because the old lineman just
yeah.
took that guy.
Yeah,
down.
I'll tell you what. Kudos. What gets lost in this is the Jacksonville O line held up long enough for
For him
this
to
guy
get
to
there,
get
right.
up and get up, and then the
Yeah.
tackle pancakes
I
the
mean, he
guy.
pancaked
He did. He
him.
pancaked him. Jeff Saturday had a field day with this.
Oh, yeah?
Today doing the pancakes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's there.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and he's right. It was the pancake of the week.
I mean, it was the most obvious thing in that play.
Yeah.
You see him fall, and then you just see
the lineman just go
massive, yeah, just
burn.
boom. And he like lands on.
He
top
lands
of
on him.
him.
Yeah, Tim.
But one last thing I wanted to say about Dart that I noticed in that game, he's got to work on his deep ball. He had 2 times they got a little creative with the offense. They ran a flea flicker and totally caught them sleeping.
Pantsed them.
And he fucking threw it 10 yards short. And Slayton stands there like he's in Little League or whatever the fuck, Pop Warner, whatever you call it. He stands there waiting for the ball like this.
And don't run back and get it.
Right. Now, I mean, it was a bad throw, so part of that was on
Part of it
Dart.
might have been shock. What is that? That's not really going to get
Right,
to
that's not going to get to me. And then there was another deep ball where Slayton again was open and Dart hit him, but it was so low.
Yeah.
Slayton catches it,
Yeah.
and as he's falling, he drops the ball to put his hand down to brace his fall. I was like, aren't you taught to bring it to your body and
Fall.
roll
Sure,
and
sure.
Not that I could do it. I mean, my God,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to get out to the ball, but I'm pretty sure that's what they teach.
Yeah.
You don't drop the ball to brace your fall.
Last thing you do is drop the ball. That's the last thing.
He
you do.
literally
The ball.
he had it in both hands
the
and
ball,
went.
The ball's gold.
He went
You
like
can't-
this,
Yeah.
ball down.
Tomorrow night they host Philly, who is coming off a loss.
Remember what we said last week?
The worst thing that could have happened was Philly lost.
We
that
needed
game.
Philly to have like a close game, or
and
you
then-
know.
yeah.
but-
So yeah, there's no chance of this tomorrow night. Especially given you don't have neighbors.
I would love to see them just play them tough.
Sure.
I'm not saying they can't.
Even if you lose by 10,
Well,
or
look,
even if you lose by a couple scores, play them tough into the third,
Look,
fourth
let's be
quarter.
clear about something. The Philadelphia Eagles aren't running people.
They're not that good.
They could easily be 2-3 right now. Go look at the games they have won and how those have gone down. Those games were lost by the opponent more than they were won by Philly. So they're not running away from people. If the Giants don't turn the ball over, they're going to be in the game.
Yeah.
Don't turn the ball over. Just don't turn the ball over.
Block,
And they'll be in the
tackle,
game.
don't turn the ball
Don't turn the
over.
ball. You'll be in the end. They're not
That's
good.
football.
Philadelphia is not running away from people.
That's it.
They haven't done it. They haven't done it yet.
Yeah,
And I don't,
if you don't beat yourself,
don't
you'll
don't,
be in the game.
Don't help them.
Yeah.
Just don't help them.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't give them a short field. Don't don't
give
fumble.
them touchdowns
don't
on defense.
don't fumble in the red zone when you get there. I mean, this is the thing. And Jackson Dart, for the love of God, when in doubt, throw the fucking ball away.
Right.
Live to fight another day. Tom Brady said this, and I love when he said this in that little that soliloquy he had with Stephen A. Smith. Goes, that's the standard he He said, look, it's smarter on 3rd and 15 to just throw it out of bounds and punt
Yep.
than to try and make a play
Right.
when it's not there.
That's not there.
You're going to cause, the odds are, your name is not Patrick Mahomes, it's not Josh Allen, throw the fucking ball, or Lamar, throw the fucking ball away.
Yeah.
And by the way, those guys have done it, and it's bitten them in the ass. Most of the time against Brady. Okay, so when he was playing. So
Live
he
to
will
fight
he will
another
learn
day.
this. He is a rookie. He threw 2 touchdown passes. He actually didn't have a terrible game, but
Dude,
the
he had a
turnovers
great first
yeah,
half.
the turnovers killed him. And again, rookies do this. They do it. So I'm not
That's why I was annoyed, but
Yeah.
I wasn't that mad. It was just like, come on.
And lastly, before we break for segment 2, because we have to talk college football, there's a lot of shit going
Talk
on
about
there.
the good news.
We're gonna talk about the good news. The good news is the New England Patriots, I think, are back, and that's bad for them and the rest of the league. Because if
not bad for the Giants.
Giants
suck.
no, but I'm saying if this is the Drake May we're gonna see going
He's
forward,
legit.
this league has been put on notice. Because I got to tell you something, he made 6 or 7 in the second half. He was 13 for 14. And they
Dude,
were
the sideline throw to Diggs.
they were breathing.
I listened to it on the radio. I didn't see it.
The Bills were blitzing on everything. They couldn't get to him. He was that last play on that last drive where that 300 has got him by the freaking, and he's fighting him off and somehow gets that ball. Ooh. That's one of those you can't make that up. You can't make that play, and you can't coach that play. That's just talent.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
talent.
But the play to Diggs is probably at the hash.
Yeah.
And Drake May's running to the sideline.
And he throws
and
it.
Releases the ball. And it travels like
And hits him in
20 yards to the sideline.
And it's veering and right there.
And he's right on the sideline
money.
as he's sliding. I'm like,
Talk about a seed.
Yeah.
I was like, where's he throwing this
Yeah.
fucking
And
ball? And I was
fucking
like,
bing.
oh, in the only place he actually
Oh, Mitch
catch it.
Malone was on the other end of
Right,
it.
yeah. What a catch.
That would help. Well, he's a Hall of Fame
And the
receiver.
guy was dragging.
What's the record now?
They're
for the
3-2.
Pats? 3-2.
They're one
Okay.
game back of Buffalo. They are 2-0 in the division.
3-2, they should be at worst 4-1.
They should have beaten Pittsburgh. They should be 4-1. Honestly, if you saw the Raider game, they were ahead. They pissed that one away. They could be
Yeah.
undefeated. The bottom line is this, and the schedule is not going to get tougher.
They
40
did
to
lose to
13.
the Raiders.
They were ahead 13 to 10 at the end.
Jesus Christ.
They should be 5-0. They should be 5-0. Now here's the thing. What they did do,
Still young team, though.
young team, half the roster is flipped. There's rookies all over the field. By the way, the guy who made the pick in the red zone on Josh Allen, that was the guy that ran the 87-yard touchdown back last week when they bent Carolina over.
Yep.
He plays cornerback. He literally baited Josh Allen into that throw. And he went under the route, cut the route, and took him.
nothing in this.
There's nothing in this. And he went under the route, and he cut off and picked off Josh Allen on the 5-yard line. That was a huge, huge turnover. So
Dude,
look,
red zone picks.
Reds are killers.
They're the worst
They're
thing a
killers.
quarterback can do.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
killers. They'll kill you.
Yeah.
And again, people, this
Gotta
is
get
Buffalo
points.
had won 14 in a row at home. They hadn't lost the turnover battle in 26 games.
Yeah, 3 of them, right?
They had 3 of them. The Pats
Yeah.
only had the one. Again, Ramondre Stevenson. Thank you very little. But this
He
is
did
what-
score 2 touchdowns.
By the way,
though.
this is what I wanted. I got to give
Yeah.
Mike Vrabel a shout out, and this is why he's a better coach than I'll ever be, because I would have lost it on that first fumble because they had just gotten turnover.
They went back
and
to
they went back
Well,
to
they
him.
also,
Yeah.
Antonio Gibson gone now.
Yeah, he's hurt.
So
Yeah. But-
some of it I think was necessity, but you're right.
But
Vrabel gets credit.
What Ramondre Stevenson said, and this is before Gibson got hurt. Vrabel, Stephon Diggs, all went to him and said, "Hey, 4 quarters, shake it off. We need you." They both did this to him verbatim before Gibson got hurt.
That's big.
So don't tell me Mike Vrabel's not a leader, because when I saw that fumble, I blew a fucking gasket like you read about. Because I'm like, all right, well, he's starting again. Last game he didn't have a fumble, but he only had 9 carries. He wasn't a big part of the game plan. First, they get a turnover, they're moving the ball. He gets a 7-yard run, good gain. Does he protect the ball? No. Pop right out. You're like, if you've been watching this man for the past year and a half, you're breaking shit. And you're a Pats fan, you're breaking shit. Mike Vrabel is a great coach for a reason. He never panics.
Yeah.
He never panics. A lot of things. The Buffalo Bills fans were crying about 11 penalties. The Pats had 8. It wasn't a glaring discrepancy. It wasn't like it was 11-2. If it's 11-2 or 3, okay, I can hear you crying. But 11-8, shut the fuck up. Okay, just shut the fuck up. It was dead even in terms of total yardage. In terms of time of possession, it was about 1 minute. It was an even game.
Right.
And an even game, what determines it usually?
Turnovers.
Turnovers.
Yeah.
The Patriots were better in the red zone than the Bills were. And by the way, it was your golden boy who was making the mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to hear this. Drake May outplayed Josh Allen. That is the storyline. And by the way, Stephon Diggs, 10 catches, 146.
Yeah.
Glad I
Hello.
picked him up in the 7th
Yeah.
round.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
He's had back-to-back 100-yard games. First Pat to do that since.
2019,
And who was it?
probably Edelman.
Julian Edelman.
Yep.
Nice
Yeah.
pull.
Yep.
So
Dude, he won my game.
Yeah.
He was my last guy.
he keeps playing like that. He's going to help them win a lot of games. We will come back. We're going to do pick segment and segment 2. Also, college football. We got to talk about this. I mean, the new 25 is out. Miami Hurricanes are knocking on the door. Number 1. 3 big college football games this weekend. We got to predict. Segment 2. Come back for America. It's going to be a lot of fun. See you on the other side. Thomas, Lady Teaser.